Hi friends, welcome to Insightful Healing. I'm Amira. Thanks so much for joining me here. Whether you are catching it live or watching it back, my camera looks weird. Is it the glasses? No, my camera looks weird. That's a little better. I'm glad you made it here, however you made it here. Let's set the energy and check in. I just heard like a moth to a flame. Something's attractive. Like a moth to a flame. Okay, that's not gonna work. Oof, child. Set me free. Give you some cleansing. We could all use some cleansing. One hand on the heart chakra, the other in the depths of the sacral. Two more, just like that. Quiet eyes, quiet mind. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I'm hot already, y'all. Okay, well, how's everybody feeling this morning? My question or my thought that I had floating around for our check-in was, what kind of support do you need today? What kind of support do you need? If you were to really connect with yourself, with your thoughts, your feelings, your desires, your goals, your body, what kind of support do you need today? Only a crazy person drinks hot tea out in the heat. I just want to say that. I wrote down 3 for myself that I needed. I encourage you to put it down in the chat if you can identify one or some of the kind of support that you need today. The first one I wrote down is universal. Need some universal support, okay? Universe, bring it in. Bring it in, whatever that looks like. I did already receive some, and so I must be sending out, the accurate energy and connecting to what needs to connect with me. It came in the form of an email. Um, so, yeah, grateful for that. The second thing I wrote down is psychological support. I think every day I'm in need of psychological support, but I did not sleep well last night, so my brain is a little like, okay, that's what's going on in there. You can visualize it. And then the third thing I wrote down is spiritual support, which, again, I did already receive some sense of that. And it's interesting because it happened when I was trying to meditate. Oop, the candle just went out. Well, that's symbolic. Interesting. And when I was lighting it, what did I say? Like a moth to a flame? Something is attractive? Maybe not anymore. Maybe that attraction is dimming, it's going out, or it's changing. Okay. And my chest is starting to hurt as I'm saying that. There could be some heartache here. But the spiritual support happened while I was meditating. I randomly started getting flashbacks from the movie Freddy Got Fingered. And I just could not stop laughing. Which again, it's one of those things where your mind takes you wherever it takes you when you're trying to meditate. Like I said multiple times before, you just lovingly and with self-compassion draw it on back. But I'll take a good laugh because that's supporting my spirit. But I just was thinking about, I like movies like that, but I just was thinking about how the title really doesn't have anything to do with the movie in totality. There's a piece of it, yes, but not the whole movie. Um, and I just was thinking also about the different songs that he made up throughout the movie. I can relate to that for sure because I've been making up songs since I could open my mouth and make sounds, still to this day. So yeah. But yeah, what kind of support do you need today? If you were to connect with yourself and really, truly, maybe even, maybe it's challenging to identify that you need support or what kind of support that you need, right? It's not necessarily a conviction to reach out for that type of support. I support that, if you really need it. But good morning, Rashida. But just identify it with yourself. What kind of support do you need today? Um, I don't really have many intuitive messages. Um, Aside from the one that I got just now with you guys, which it seems many of them happen that way, with the whole moth to the flame and then the candle going out. Maybe we'll dig into that as we dig into today's session. Um, I feel like today is the last day for something. I don't know what that means to you or for you. But today's the last day, okay? So if you were waiting for something, you need to get on it, or the wait is no longer, all right? Or it's the last day the last day to receive something. This is your window of opportunity. As I say that, I also want to identify that it's the waxing gibbous moon phase today. And moon's in Saggy. It's in Sagittarius. Okay. Our hearts want to expand. We want to feel good. We want to feel growth. We want to feel like we're learning something about ourselves or the things that make us feel good. Okay. That may be beneficial for you today. Hi, MEP. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Session 51, my friends. Let's pull some cards. Shall we? Sense of Self Oracle deck, of course. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I mean, moths are attracted to flames, but they're dangerous for them, are they not? Maybe that's why the candle went out, child. Like the universe trying to protect you. Okay, you're attracted to something that's dangerous for you. I mean, that tracks. That tracks. May not be healthy, but it certainly tracks. It actually reminds me of something I was working through. I guess have been working through with someone for a while. Trying to work through why they are attracted to a certain type of person romantically. Okay. I'm really trying to understand, again, the motivation behind the decision making, sort of like what we were talking about yesterday. The beliefs behind the decision making. Why am I attracted to this type of person that is ultimately harmful for me? I mean, a flame is attractive. You know, we will stare at it. It's beautiful. It moves with such grace. But fire is dangerous, actually. And especially for a moth. All that heat that comes off of it attracts us as well, especially if we're feeling cold. Okay, if we're feeling lonely, if we're feeling like we don't have what we need, the fire draws us in. It's like you feel it before you even see it, or you know the depths of it. You feel it and your body just automatically is attracted to it. I know you lying. Is this not the same card that we just got yesterday? I'm gonna pull another card. But obviously it's still super relevant. Okay, or somebody didn't hear me yesterday or needs to hear it again. And again, I feel like today is the last day. Maybe today is the last day to believe in a particular manifestation. I feel like the window of opportunity is closing. Yeah, and there we go at the bottom of the deck. Learning is powerful. Okay, somebody may be rejecting some new information that could help them along their path. And another learning card, learn from today for tomorrow. Let's pull another one. Please. Pretty please. What's flame retardant mean? That means that something can't catch on fire, right? Somebody thinks that they're invincible. Almost said invisible. Could be both. But that fire doesn't have to see you. All it has to do is send out the heat. Invisible, invincible, or not, the heat will eventually catch up to you. But I feel like there's universal protection here. Okay. Yeah, it's like that saying, rejection is protection. And that's why the universe is asking, what kind of support do you need today? I feel like it's a test of some sort. You know, will you identify the support that you actually need, or will you identify what you are drawn to that's not actually helpful? Okay, let's cut the deck here. My hand's shaking. I'm hearing Kaylani. What's the song called? I don't know what it's called, but I'm hearing that part. You stay taking pictures. I don't feel like singing right now. You stay taking pictures to show them, so you can make them jealous. Now I know where your head is. All right, we have 32. It says censor self-defeating thoughts. And all over the card we see it says, I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't. Reminds me of, I don't know if this ever, I mean, I guess it happened in real life in somebody's classroom when your teacher made you write the same thing over and over again. What is this squirrel playing with? I'm trying to figure out, is that an actual toy? Or, I mean, it's obviously not a real toy. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm distracted. Because I'm like, is that another rodent? I think it's a piece of a trash bag. All right, I'm back. I know it happened like when we had spelling and we were learning new words. Yeah, okay, so here's the relevance. Practice makes perfect kind of thing, right? You're learning something new right now, and in order to like push out the old habit and rewire your brain to become more familiar with the new habit, it has to be intentional. And this is the same thing that I was going through with that person. After conscious awareness, which already takes some time, then there's intentional action, right? Like if I'm aware that I'm attracted to things that are unhealthy for me, then that's a great awareness. That's a great achievement. You can identify that as success, and you're growing. And with that growth, now you have to intentionally apply the new knowledge, right? I feel like some of you are still writing I can't, I can't, I can't over and over again in your head or on that imaginary chalkboard or whiteboard or magic board, whatever the hell they're using these days in school. When you need to exercise your muscles in such a way that is intentional by writing I can, I can, I can over and over again, or I can attract things that are healthy for me, right? So affirmations I'm getting. I can attract healthy things. I deserve healthy relationships. I am capable of creating. My intuition guides me in the appropriate way. I can grow my discernment. Maybe some of those are useful for you. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you can create something. Some of you may be building something or cleaning something or just doing something around the house. Getting like innovation. Yeah, Aquarius energy. That's interesting. Somebody asked about Aquarius yesterday. Well, the moon's making its way into Aquarius. Right? Giving us more insight into what it is that we can create for ourselves and for the world around us. Let's pull a tarot card and see what else is here. 32 reduces to a 5, which represents challenges, conflict, change. Okay, it's time to make some changes. 5 is the Hierophant card in the tarot. Yeah, which speaks to our beliefs, our traditional beliefs, our foundations, the things that we learned in childhood specifically. Hierophant also represents the universe, God, religion, how we act out what we believe. I'm hearing anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Okay. Some kind of competitive energy here. Yeah, the 7 of Wands. All right, I guess so. The Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity, a new valuable opportunity for growth, but only if we invest in it properly, if we water this seed, if we use our resources appropriately towards it. But this is coming in from the universe. This is the universal support that you're seeking today. Again, what kind of support do you need today? Some of you may have like learning differences and needed support in school, like now or when you were in school previously, okay, that you did not receive. I know that was my experience growing up as someone who skipped kindergarten, graduated at the age of 17, but struggled through high school. Struggled in invisible ways that went unnoticed or that weren't seen as significant, or that I was afraid to acknowledge and ask for the help that I needed, right? Maybe my mind, instead of saying, oh, I need support, let me ask for this, something in my mind taught me that I wasn't normal, or that I didn't deserve support, or that I just needed or deserved to struggle through it, right? But that's that shifting belief. We all learn very differently according to what our brain needs, ultimately, our genetic makeup. And so there's something here about that, the way that you learn. I was actually just writing about that recently. I was writing about the different ways of communication. And that broke down to me exploring the different ways that people learn. You know, some of us are visual learners. Some of us are hands-on learners. I think the best way, really, if we want to set a solid, like, catch-all foundation, is watch me do it with me, and then I watch you do it. 3 steps. Watch me do it. Do it with me. And then I watch you do it. So something's really significant here about how we learn and surrendering to that process of the challenges of, knowing when and how to push ourselves and build resilience, knowing when and how to seek support in the right form. Again, that moth is drawn to the flame because it's cold, it's lonely, it's bored maybe. And so it is supporting them, but is it the right support that they need, or is it going to become more harmful? Is it the ultimate dream, or is it a temporary relief, a temporary pleasure? But we have the Ace of Coins today. We love that. A new beginning. And I love the Ace of Coins in this deck because you can see from the dirty fingernails there, not mine, but in the card, that somebody has been working hard. Like that coin didn't just fall from the sky with no type of effort behind it. It's deserving. Somebody had to dig deep in the dirt and do hard work. Probably broke a nail doing it. Okay. Let's see what our journal prompt's gonna be. You stay taking pictures just to show to me, so you can make them jealous. I know where your head is. Someone's intentions are being revealed. You thought their intentions were genuine. You thought their attraction was genuine, but the attraction has diminished. We saw that with the candle going out. The attraction has diminished, and it's because the truth is being revealed. You're learning something new here, either about yourself, about that person, about partnerships and decisions in general. And it's making that flame go out. It's not warm anymore. It doesn't feel good anymore. It doesn't heal the cold spaces anymore. It doesn't fulfill the need or support you in the way that it once pretended to. You thought the pictures were due to admiration with mutual respect. I'm seeing the Lover's card. But the pictures really were with the intent to make someone else jealous. Which says that you are attracted to me, but for what reason, right? With what goal in mind? Because attraction and value are two different things. That's why they're two different words. Someone can be attracted to you and not value you appropriately. A job can be attracted to your resume and not value you appropriately. Yeah, I'm seeing like a contract. Okay, read the fine print. Okay, session 51. What have I recently learned about myself that's been hard to accept? For some of you, it could be, what have I recently learned about someone else that's been hard to accept? Always curious about your renditions of the journal prompt or what came up for you during the session. But I still leave you with that question of what kind of support you need today. Identifying it for yourself is ultimately for your own growth, not for anyone else's satisfaction. Don't forget to get some sun today if there is some wherever you are. Enjoy your weekend. That's what I have for you guys. I'll see you next time.